It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from North Brewing Company and Hopstuff, and it's a can of their Juicy Fruit Pale Ale collaboration coming in at 4.5% ABV. Looks very nice. I picked this beer up myself in Tesco's just the other day, so it should be super fresh. It's brand new in Tesco's. Let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. Nice little bit of smoke on the opening. Beer in the glass then. One of my viewers on the Facebook page, Real Ale Craft Beer, when I do a live feed, I'm doing a live feed right now behind, one of my viewers, Stephen, said that it was a bit like a fruit smoothie. It was a little bit too fruity for his liking. If you like what you see, please subscribe to our channel. If your mates are watching, please get them to subscribe to our beer reviews. It's a hazy orange colour, one finger whitehead, good levels of carbonation rising up the glass. Let's get the aroma. It's quite organic. It's quite an organic aroma of actual fruit juice. It's a bit like a grapefruit, maybe pink grapefruit. Let's dive in. Let's see what we get. Cheers, everybody. Whoa, whoa. Wow. Whoa. I think I don't know. It's right, they've added passion fruit puree. Right, the passion fruit puree, bit of a tongue twister that one to get out. It's giving off a lot of sourness. A lot of sourness. It's a really sour. It's drinking like a Berliner Weiss. A Berliner Weiss or a Gozer, a Goze, something like that. Really, really sour beer. I think what they've done here, they've overdone it on the fruit puree. That passion fruit puree that they've added to the beer. They've really gone all out. They've put a lot of it in there. And I'm going to be honest. Look, there's no point in beating about the bush or messing about here on these beer reviews. If I start messing about, if I start cutting corners and not speaking the truth, you guys are not going to watch. So here's my honest truth on this beer. Hop prices are still up in the air. They're still overinflated. Lots of people complaining of the price of hops. One way to get around the price of hops is to start adding fruit purees and stuff to your beer, because essentially if you're adding a lot of American hops to your beer, you're getting them grapefruits, you're getting them passion fruits, you're getting them orange peels and them fleshy blood orange, you're getting them anyway. So what you do is that you drop your hop profile down so the beer becomes a lot cheaper, and then you add some kind of fruit puree to the beer to add up what's being taken away. That's what's gone on here. But at that very same time, I'm only being critical because they've called it a pale ale. If they called this a juicy fruit sour, I'd be all over it. I'd be all over that. I'd be stoning the crows and wow, what an amazing beer. It is an amazing beer. It really is an amazing beer. They've just called it something else. They've got the style completely wrong. They've gone about this all wrong. They've gone out to produce a juicy pale ale, and they come out the other end producing some magnificent accidental sour beer that is really tasty. But the problem lies in when, let's call him Joe. Let's call him Joe Smith. Your average Joe Smith goes into Tesco's, thinks he's picking up a pale ale, picks up 4 cans of this. I think it's £3 a can. He's just spent £12 of his hard-earned cash on a what he thinks is a pale ale. All of his mates have said, this newfangled craft beer, you want to go out and try it, really good. So he's gone, okay, yep, I'm open to the world. I'll go out and I'll try one of these newfangled kind of craft beers. He's just spent £12 on 4 cans. He's taken them home. It's not what, because he's new to beer, right? So he's reading his handbook. Somebody's thrown him a handbook to read, and he's thinking, what should this pale ale taste like? And no word in that book is saying that it should be tasting sour. So now he's drinking this beer and he's thinking, oh, blimey, what's this? It's really sour. Has it gone off? Have I wasted my money? Will I ever drink a craft beer again? And that's the problem. You can scare people away. The biggest problem in this craft beer industry is that if you're not describing the beers properly, you will most likely scare them away back to their cans of Carlin, back to their cans of Carlsberg, back to their cans of Stella. This is the biggest problem. So, please guys, if you don't want to change the recipe, Hopstuff and North Brewing Company, if you want to carry on producing a wonderful sour beer, call it a sour beer. Please. Don't call it a juicy fruit pale ale. It's miles away from being a juicy fruit pale ale. So, yeah, I'm at a bit of a crossroads, because I know I'm drinking a wonderful sour, but it's not marked up to be a wonderful sour. It's marked up to be a pale ale. So I'm going to have to rate it as a pale ale. And for me, it's a 3 out of 10. It's a 3 out of 10 for me, Meal Craft Beer. That's my rating for a pale ale. If you gave me this beer at a beer festival, you told me, you didn't tell me what it was, what style it was a blind taste test, I'd be drinking this going stone to crows. I've got an amazing fruit sour in front of me. So if I was to rate it in a blind taste test, I'd be calling it a sour and I'd be giving it a 9 out of 10. So a very confusing and conclusion to this beer review is that as a pale ale, it's a 3 out of 10. As a blind taste test sour, I give it a 9. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up, boom, and cheers.